Alright, so for those that just somehow don't know and live under a rock, the Kansas City Chiefs are heading back to the Super Bowl after taking down the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. This Chiefs team continues to prove why they're a dynasty in the making. The veteran stars came through when it mattered most, and the young players stepped up and made a name for themselves on the second biggest stage of the year. Obviously, the biggest stage of the year is going to be in 2 weeks in New Orleans, the Super Bowl. But head coach Andy Reid spoke to the media on Monday in his weekly Zoom press conference and had high praise for Xavier Worthy. Worthy has emerged as a trusted weapon in this offense, especially in the second half of the season. I mean, he reminds me so much of Rashee Rice's rookie season. He's just done a great job for this team. But Reid said, quote, "The kid every week has just gotten better and better and better, and he's really put together a nice half of the season, the second half here. Not that he didn't have good plays in the first half, but you could see he was learning in the first half, and the quarterback was kind of learning where he was going to be and how he was going to get there against all those different coverages that teams throw at you." So Xavier Worthy has recorded 11 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown in the postseason so far, which has been great for this Chiefs team. He's done a huge part in getting this team back to the Super Bowl. During the regular season, he finished with 59 receptions for 638 yards and 6 touchdowns, while adding 104 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns on 20 carries. I mean, this kid is going to be special for the Chiefs. There's no doubt about that. He's going to be extremely special, as is Rashee Rice. It's going to be a great pair, and it's going to be something phenomenal to look at down the road within the next 5 years, 7 years. What can Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice do together? That's going to be fun to watch. Now let's talk about some of these so-called experts at Pro Football Network. Last week they released their list of potential cut candidates for each team, and somehow they included Travis Kelce, the same guy who pretty much carries this offense at some points. And at this point, these experts are just extremely bored. Kelsey's not getting cut. Matter of fact, he's not going anywhere. If anything, he might retire if the Chiefs pull off the first ever three-peat in NFL history. But even that is, I wouldn't say far-fetched, but even that I just see not happening. But, I mean, it's very possible that he could retire if we three-peat. So I was reading some articles, and there's a lot of similarities between Chiefs head coach Andy Reid and Eagles coach Nick Sirianni. Both are offensive masterminds. Reid is famous for his offensive schemes, and Sirianni has brought a high-powered attack to Philadelphia. Both coaches excel at developing quarterbacks. I mean, Reid has worked wonders with Patrick Mahomes, as you know, and Donovan McNabb, while Sirianni has played a huge role in Jalen Hurts' development. And let's not forget, both have taken their team to the Super Bowl plenty of times. Reid has multiple championships under his belt, as we all know, and Sirianni led the Eagles to Super Bowl 57, which was against us 2 years ago. We beat them 38-35, and now here we are again in Super Bowl 59, set for a rematch on the biggest stage of the year. And speaking of these so-called experts, they're already picking Philadelphia to win this game. And let me tell you, the Chiefs have heard all the noise all season and last season. And let me tell you, they thrive under pressure and adversity, as we all know. According to Pro Football Network, they ran 10,000 simulations of this matchup, and the Eagles won 52.8% of the time, giving the Chiefs a 47.2 win probability. But let me remind you, numbers don't play the game. The Chiefs play the game. And this team has proven time and time again that when the lights shine on the brightest stage of the year, they deliver. Super Bowl 59 is going to be great. It's going to be a great battle. And you better believe the Chiefs are ready to make history. They're one game away. Lastly here, the Eagles will wear their traditional midnight green jerseys, while the Kansas City Chiefs will wear their away white jerseys. Hopefully it's white on white. We'll have to see about that. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your predictions for this Super Bowl game? I have it being 30s. I mean, if the Chiefs want to win this game, they're going to have to score, I think, 30, 35 plus points. I mean, you got Saquon Barkley. You got Jalen Hurts. They have a great offensive line. Then you got Dallas Goedert. Then you got A.J. Brown. Then you got Devontae Smith. That's not going to be easy. It's a much better team than it was 2 years ago when we beat them, and they're much more experienced. Jalen Hurts is 2 years smarter. Nick Sirianni is 2 years smarter. Even though I don't like him, he is 2 years smarter. So if the Chiefs want to win this game, they're going to have to play defensively, and they're going to have to play offensively. I think they're going to have to score what they did 2 years ago. They scored 38 points. They're probably going to have to do that again, if not more. They might even have to get into the 40s. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how good Steve Spagnuolo is going to hold them to, but they're going to have to score at least in the 30s, and I can guarantee that. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the Chiefs can pull it off? Do you think they're not going to get this three-peat? Do you think they can stop Saquon Barkley? I mean, the guy has 2,005 rushing yards on the season. It's not going to be easy to stop the guy. But I think Steve Spagnuolo has something for him. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below all the score predictions for Super Bowl 59 LAX Chiefs versus Eagles, February 9th on Fox, 6:30 Eastern.